Miles. How'd you get that? It's on the table. All right, then what is our Y talking about? Your cost or your money. And what are we talking about overall? Okay, you want to talk delivery? So I'm fine with that. Okay, so we've already talked about at 0 miles that he is getting charged $4 because he has to do a delivery fee. So on the graph, where would I put that? Would I do 0, 0? Because I'm not going to move left and right. Because remember, my X moves left and right. So I'm not moving left and right. But once I get to here, I have a 4. So what do I do from here? So I'm going to go up to 4. Do y'all see how the beginning of the graph is not at 0? This automatically means it is non-proportional. Automatically, no matter what. If it starts any other place than 0, 0, it's non-proportional. Last year, your teachers probably had you do y divided by x on each one to see if it was not proportional. Remember that? If your teacher didn't make you do it, I'm sorry, my students all had to. All right, what if he does 1 mile? How much is he going to charge?
No, $4.50.
Okay, how'd you get that, Carson?
Because per delivery it's only $4, and each mile is 50 cents.
Go ahead and write this in next to it. Am I ever going to have more than one delivery fee? No. All right. What about at 2 miles? $5. How'd you get that? Add what? So we added another 50 cents. To our original one. All right. What about at 3 miles? How'd you do that again? So from here to here, and from here to here, this one's this one, this one's this one. What am I going to do here? I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add 50 cents. What's $5.50 plus another 50 cents? $6. Now, if I'm only adding 1 here, and I added 1 here, what is this number going to be? 4. What's my next one number going to be? 5. So, for each one that's happening here, I'm adding 50 cents per mile, right? So, we can still do our change in y over change in x. 50 cents divided by 1 is just 50 cents, right? These always start with y equals. But this time, instead of k, I'm going to do an m. I'm just changing my letter, and I'm still doing the same thing. I'm doing y over x. But the problem is, how did I get from here to here? What'd I add? 4. Everybody okay with that? Mm-hmm. So you're going to do your change in y over your change in x to get this lovely number right here. And if you want to go ahead and draw a line down, that way you know, go for it. And if you want to do arrows, that way you know how in the world we got that, go for it. These are your notes to help you. Now, as we go ahead and do the rest of this, I'm going to do 4. I'm going to go up a little bit. 2. I'm going to go up a little bit. Let's see here. We go all the way up to 650. And literally, guys, all I did, I went up a half. And then I went up. It should have been a half, and mine is off. This is why you don't do that. 2, 5, 3, 550, 4, 6, 5, 650. Sorry, my bad. That's why you actually follow in the process. Do 1, up 4.5, 2, up 5, 3, and go from there. Because if you try to do the simple mistake you just watched me try to do, you'll probably do the same thing I did and mess up. So be careful of that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and give you what I put on mine for the graph. So I called my graph savings because it was talking about a savings account. This was the money in the account. And this was our time. All right, what does spends mean? If I'm spending money, what do I do? I what, Lily? I subtract. I'm losing it. I'm subtracting it. At 0 weeks, how much money does Derek have in his account? 300. So, what's my B? Where's my beginning of my graph? 300. 0 and 300. That means I've got plus B. By the way, obviously both of these are going to be a no because neither one of them start at 0. And I do not know why I'm doing plus B. It should be plus 300. Huh? If you start at 0, what? If you start at 0, yes, you have a proportion. Sorry, it took me a second to register your question. If your line is straight, you got to have both. All right, so if he's spending money, how much is he spending each week? 25. So what happens to my total at week 1? It goes down 70. It goes down 25. This time your negative matters because I have a positive on one side and a negative on the other. What about week 2? 250. Week 3? 225. And remember, each one I'm going down 25. And each one of these I'm going up 1. So at 4 I'm doing what? 200. So Xylon, if you were to explain this to somebody, what would you say is going on? In your own words, whatever you got, what do you think? If I'm asking you what you think, it's not wrong, okay? So how would you explain this to somebody?
I don't know.
Don't know? Carson, how would you explain this to somebody?
Like each week, I go to the store and spend $25.
Okay. All right, so this one, the $25, that minus thing, is happening over and over and over, right? That means that's your variable. And it always is equal to y. So my equations are always y is equal to some sort of something x plus b. Make sense so far? My graph's going to go down because I'm spending money. Oh, you got that? That make more sense? All right, I'm going to go ahead and put in your assignment. Remember, if you do not make a 70, I want you to redo it. I just gotta pull up the loam and stuff. My computer restarted yesterday. Home, delete. If your name is not on my wall, absolutely, I'm about to be updating board, so kind of keep that in mind.